Thank you. Oh. Hello, little doves. I'm Iona Uradreams.
And I'm the Nubian Vixen.
And we're For All the Tea at Disney Plus. All right, I do want to start off with saying a quick apology for the delay for the video.
It will be worth the wait.
It was for the holidays and the new space. What do you think? It's gorgeous.
It is a wonderful space.
Thank you. So glad you like. New hair, new year, new life. Get ready. Yes. All right, let's get right into it. First, we start off the episode with the Mandalorian flying through space, going off to his next little mission there. But then he gets a transmission from Grief Karga, bringing everything to a crashing halt.
Right, and so, of course, what this all kind of culminates to is what the episode is named. It's called The Reckoning. And so this is The Reckoning. I mean, here is Grief popping up again. We thought he was dead. Or did we really? We really didn't.
No, he's never gone.
He's not going to be gone. But it's like, we're not going to bring in Carl Weathers and just kind of use him really willy-nilly like that and then just dismiss.
Give him the brush off.
We're not going to do that. Nope. So, of course he was going to be back, so now he has to come to terms with the fact that all of these bounty hunters are still looking for poor little baby Yoda species. Ha ha ha.
Species.
And so it's like he has to deal with the client. So this is the message that Grief has for him. It's like, go ahead.
Grief basically says, we have a last mission. Get excited because the client is here and he's not leaving until he's got you or the baby Yoda species in prison cages or
whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants to eat them.
Whatever. We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. So we've got a band of mercenaries. We're going to go. I'm going to go and we're going to kill him. We're going to get you close to him and you're going to shoot him in the head or whatever you do.
Yeah, because basically there's no escape for baby Yoda species or the Mandalorian.
Never.
Unless the client is dead.
Yeah.
And so Grief is like, it's going to solve everybody's problem. You can keep the Yoda baby.
And fly off.
Yoda species baby.
Yeah.
And then you can kill the client, and then you will be welcomed back with open arms to the guild. All will be wonderful. Let's go ahead and do this. Get excited. Come on. Let's go.
We're going to get a small band together and go.
Yes.
And transmission ends with him hoping that, we'll see you there. Yeah. And immediately, the Mandalorian starts putting in coordinates and off to see Cara Dune. Right. Well, I've got to get muscle for the trip.
Exactly. It's like somebody gets trust, and he finds her again exactly where he left her. Barroom brawling and
oh my goodness!
She is a warrior.
She
girl.
was getting the dollars.
She
was.
Woo! Just beating all of them down. It was so beautiful.
It was delicious.
Go girl.
Fighting.
Go girl.
Fighting. And then he goes and meets up with Quill again, where he's hoping would take care of the baby Yoda species while they're fighting. Cara's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" And he's like, "Oh, that's a good question." So he goes and meets up with Quill, and Quill has reprogrammed the IG-11 droid.
Shocker!
Who shows
Spoiler
up.
alert! IG-11's back.
Actually, I was kind of shocked that they were going to bring this one back. That, we kind of could see it dying and just sloughing off, but they actually brought it back, and they were like, you know what, that's going to be a reoccurring theme too, unless they've said this thing is dead, which I also think they're going to bring back the woman who was the mercenary,
the sniper.
What was her name?
Ming-Na Wen's character.
Yes. I think they're going to bring her back. I don't think she's officially dead. No,
she's not dead.
There was no pulse taken. There was no words.
There's no way you're going to bring Ming-Na Wen in for just that little bit and then just go. You're not going to do that. You're not going to waste that kind of star power. Love you, Ming-Na.
Yeah.
Love you, girl.
So, Mandalorian is immediately nervous that the IG-11 droid is going to start going into old programming and killing everybody, and he just doesn't have a good, safe footing with it. He
has a fundamental dislike and distrust of droids. fundamental. There is very little.
Go away.
There's very little wiggle room with him. With the whole droid thing, as we've seen as the series has gone on.
Hard.
It is hard no. It really is. It's just like hard no, and it's like if I don't have. If I don't have to deal with it, he doesn't want to deal with it. He's just like, no.
Yeah.
So this is a recurring theme, and there is a point, people.
Yes.
There's a point.
So, amongst all of this, before they're going, the Mandalorian asks Quill if he could just pad the inside of the bassinet, and Quill's like, no, I'm just going to make my own new thing. You're going to like it, though.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Because I'm
going
to
make it with
my... I'm going to make it with my own hands. I'm going to show you humans, to show you humans how working with your own hands and doing something with your own hands can lead you to freedom. Yeah. And it's like, it's really interesting. Interesting moments that are happening in the show. These kind of little little moral lessons here and there. It's like these little wisdoms that are being dropped everywhere. It's the heart. It's very interesting.
It's the heart of the show.
It is.
So we gather together. They go into the meeting place with Grief Karga. Mm-hmm. We meet their other mercenaries that are there, the two other cronies. And from the beginning, you know. You cannot red shirts. You cannot trust anything that is going to happen with Grief.
Different series. I know. Sorry.
No, but we knew red shirts. They're dead. No names. But you don't trust anything that's happening.
No. Grief is not trustworthy. No. Grief is not trustworthy. Bounty hunters in general, anybody besides the Mandalorian, because we've had to follow him, because this character structure has been set up. Everybody else seems to be, that's a bounty hunter, completely untrustworthy. Yeah. Everybody's going to turn on everybody at any turn, but just the Mandalorians, they're building that up for a reason, because that's our hero. So yeah, we can't trust it. Can't trust it. Can't trust it.
So they spend a night amongst a campfire, and they are attacked by some weird dragon flying things. They don't even say the name of it.
No, they never do. They never do.
But Grief is hurt. His arm was struck with poison and this big gash.
I'm gonna die. This is how I died.
Cara Dune, of course, goes into I need a med pack. Where's the med packs? Do you all have med packs? And everybody's like,
more med pack.
And he's like, I guess that's a no. We're like, oh
God. And then all this time that she's talking about med packs and yelling about med packs, little baby Yoda species just like
creeping up, and they're like, get that thing away, and Quill's like, no, wait a second, let it just happen. And then of course it heals Grief, but as we were discussing,
do we want to discuss it?
Just a moment.
Okay.
Let's be real. Can we go and get some real anatomies if we see some healing happen? There was poison going throughout his body. Can we see it
kind of come out or something, because basically all we're seeing is Yoda heal the skin, and so it's like, is the poison still in there?
Weird.
It's just weird. I know it might be a dissipation.
Poison.
It might be a dissipation.
Maybe he coughs it up.
Maybe. Yes, exactly. Some sort of expelling of the
just poison. Something.
Just nitpicking. Anyways. Love you, Yoda species. You
great.
Do you.
It's great. So they heal him, they go the next day, and Grief is like...
They're walking.
Yeah, we're here. And then all of a sudden turns around and shoots his other guys that he's with.
Yep.
And says, sorry, there was a plan to double cross you, but I'm telling you, you can kill me, but... I think we should just work together.
Yes, because after Yoda species saved
healed
him,
me,
yes.
I'm kind of having second thoughts. I can't just everybody does. I mean, let's be real. Mandalorian didn't get healed by him, but he certainly got saved by him.
Right. Everything changes once the Force comes into things.
Right, because it's like magic. No,
it is.
Anyways,
it is. Whatever.
So they make a new plan.
Magical
where
Yoda.
The Mandalorian is prisoner. Cara Dune has caught him, and they're bringing Baby Yoda in this case. But they're actually have had Quill take Baby Yoda back to the ship preemptively.
Right.
And so it's this empty eggshell Transporter bassinet.
I just call it
bassinet.
It's a hovering. It's a hovering bassinet.
Rubber baby buggy bumper.
Exactly.
Anyways, so they bring this empty bassinet up to the bar. They meet with the client, and the client is like, "This is great. Why did it take so long for the Mandalorian to do this?" Anyways, I don't even care. Let's see. The Baby Yoda species thing.
Oh no, he's sleeping. Please don't bother.
He's sleeping. He's like, "Oh no, we'll be quiet. Don't worry." And just at that mall, Saved by the Bell, they get a transmission, and we see a weird face up there, one that we have not seen before. Ask about it.
But we know that face.
It's
we know that face.
We know that face.
Giancarlo.
So romantic. So he's like, where's the baby? And he's like, "Oh, it's sleeping in the bassinet." And he's like, "Double check," and then click, and then pew 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 starts shooting up the bar. The client and all the stormtroopers are dead. In seconds.
Except for our heroes. Our heroes are still there. Our heroes are still there. And so from outside of the bar, all these stormtroopers start coming up, and all of a sudden we see this iconic TIE fighter come down, but not in the traditional way.
No.
It had these amazing collapsible, TIE fighter wings. It was so
just
cool.
The way it done was so poetic and looked like
it's new but old.
It's poem.
It's everything you want. It's everything you want and didn't know you wanted.
And awesome. We see Moff Gideon arrive on the scene with his cape of glory and throw down.
Very Vader-esque, but not quite. Very reminiscent of the Vader on his breastplate and all that sort of thing. Very reminiscent.
Yes.
But not quite there.
No.
But very reminiscent. But Giancarlo. Love you that you're there. I love you there.
So he shows up, the Mandalorian says, "Quill, go! Get on the ship and run away. We're being held down and pinned. We can't possibly go anywhere. Save yourself, save the baby."
Giancarlo's like, "There's no use. The whole thing is futile. I will have the asset. It will be here soon. So just wait." And
end of episode. It literally cuts off like chung. We're
with his face.
It's like
so Gus Fring. Sorry, I had to say it. So Gus Fring. It's just like
it was a good ending.
Yes, and so all the anticipation, everything, it just culminated to this moment where you're just holding your breath. You're just like, what is going to happen? What is Baby Yoda going to live? Is Quill going to make it out? It's like all the nails gone.
There.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for our episode of The Reckoning. It was great. It was a little bit late, but I'm glad you joined us. This is For All the Tea in Disney Plus. Join us next time where we tackle the final episode of The Mandalorian. Bye!